And it was really I don't know, it really bothered me, right? So somebody wrote, they call her trash, an industry plant, annoying, a druggie, even disgusting. She faced nothing but racism and misogyny, and still she's using her voice to fight injustice. If you're against Doechii, F you. So we gotta think about what all that means before I go, because I'm gonna just make it a Doechii. I've been meaning to air Doechii out for a little. Matter of fact, hold on. Before we go, we want to share one more thing before we go, and so that we can really because I did a YouTube short about this, but Doechii at the Met Gala. Actually, you know what? We're gonna touch that real quick before I go. Doechii Met Gala. So recently, Doechii was at the Met Gala. She had some stupid shit on, and like in the way she carried on, I was like, wow, this is like, you know what I mean? This is it's crazy. But the first thing I'm going to address is this whole thing right here when it says trash. I don't know if he means skill wise or class wise, but industry plant. That's valid. That's a valid point. This girl came out of nowhere. That's not because industry plant means that you are someone who comes across as being an organic artist who has an organic buzz, but in all actuality, you actually have a label investing a bunch of money in you to get you the right looks, get you the right production. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I understand wanting the artist to come across as being popping. But like I said earlier in the video, that's never been a thing to see an artist that's brand new get these many big looks and no one knows your songs. You don't have any viral songs. You know what I'm saying? She's actually done videos. She has a TikTok video with Will Smith dancing. Anyway, with the other one, Druggy. Yes, the girl does. She does booger sugar. I think she's done it on camera. Yes, so that would make her. Yes, I'll make her druggy. And disgusting. This person said that a man being straight is a red flag. And then this person also said she's faced nothing but racism and misogyny. And that's the reason why I don't like those words anymore, especially misogyny. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're a man and you come across another man using words like misogyny, check that shit. Let him know men don't talk like that because you gotta understand the women don't do that. Women do not speak against what their selfish interests are or even shared selfish interests are. They don't do that. If a woman is doing well, you won't hear another woman say she don't deserve. I want you to think real close, think long and hard. Do you ever hear a woman say that another woman doesn't deserve something? You'll never hear them say she doesn't deserve that man, she don't deserve that car, she don't deserve that job. Even though they don't really mess with each other like that, but in that regard, yo, you're not going to hear women speak against their interests or things that would benefit them. Whereas men, we're so obsessed with honor, which is also based off of your obsession with validation from others. Don't get me wrong, you do need honor because you have to have, or you should be developing on a daily basis your idea of right from wrong down to everything about you, from how you handle people, how you talk to people, how you do things, what you put your name on, all that shit. You know what I mean? You need to be constantly working on that. That should be a constant pursuit because if you're pursuing that, you're making good causes. Make yourself available for the opportunity. Thank you. Yes, God bless you. All right. But all those things are valid. And another reason why it bothers me to hear men seemingly, whether they realize it or not, talk down on or find ways to shit on other men. Or for the most part, let me give you a good example before I go. I'm sorry, I know I said I was gonna leave, but here's I need to share this real quick, man, because it's more about what these clips mean. You know what I'm saying, and what the person's actual intention behind like making this video. You know what I mean? So
He doesn't want to get married, and he thinks living with your wife makes you weak. Why would you listen to him for dating advice? Brian Atlas hosts a dating podcast but is chronically single. He doesn't want to get married, and he has limited dating experience. Why would you listen to him for dating advice? Andrew Tate He's never been married. He's probably going to prison. He thinks love is a weakness, and he's probably going to prison. Why would you listen to him for dating advice? Andrew Wilson, always angry and sweaty. He hates single moms, but he married a single mom, and he can't open jars. Why would you listen to him for dating advice? Byron Gaines just got his first real girlfriend at 35. He doesn't want...
That's the kind of shit that men be doing. And mind you, that guy making that video, again, he may be a real good guy, but the thing about like modern men is that we don't realize that you're not able to pull no greatness out that woman. You can't aspire her to be great whatsoever because you trying so hard to give her the best life possible. I'm not saying don't do good things, but you get to a point where you don't realize I have two, and men don't even pick up on the shit because they don't relate to it. I have two conflicting agendas. You're trying to give her the best life ever. She got her own shit going on. Not only that, her agenda could change at any time. But if the men and part of the reason why female nature has gone awry like this is because a lot of men, in a way, I don't want to say abandon the post, but I'll say this: I think that a lot of men, because the last few generations of men were raised by women who taught them all these feminist ideals, which is which were kind of, for the most part, deactivates the man in him because he stops thinking about being strong. He stops thinking about, you know what I'm saying, doing his best. He stops thinking about making a way out of no way. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of essentially rob him, you know what I'm saying, of his manhood. Because the man has to, because again, the man has the power to change the environment around him. Excuse me. Physically and spiritually. Anything that's going on in your life, you can change that shit. I've been doing it my whole life. But he's not going to have that if you take that confidence away from him. If you tell him that his ceiling is the girl next to him. That's why mentally, and not a lot of these men, if they aren't tougher than the woman mentally, it's because of that. Again, I remember when I first heard the logic of the woman being the first teacher, because she spends the most time, so she can influence the child. So whatever the woman is teaching the child or saying to the child, that's what they think is right. Because they don't know how to have their own opinion apart from their mother yet. So if their mother is saying it, they trust their mother. It's part of your code. You know what I mean? But hold on, y'all. But going back to this video right here, right? I'm sorry, I'm going to go for a tangent. Going back to this video that I just played, right? I don't know if that was a guy who wrote the previous post, about Doechii and stuff like that. But that misogyny word, like this, all these buzzwords, we don't realize that, it stops us from having a real conversation. Because the word racism and sexism and misogyny, I remember once I was having a conversation with my ex, right? I forgot what I said, but I basically said that like women are not interested in jobs in STEM. They don't like they don't like that kind of stuff. They're not interested in that kind of stuff. And like she wasn't really offended, but it was like it would be a half-hearted fight, but it would be like she would feel like she had to speak up a little bit, but again, she couldn't have those kind of conversations with me because I had the language to be able to respond to it and keep adding logic to, and basically keep making a logical argument that you can't argue with, to the point where like you'll do that with a woman, and in her mind she just reads it as, hold on, you must be tricking me how I be tricking people. That can't be right. You're right. Oh my god, that can't be. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I wanted to share that shit because when I heard the word misogyny, I'm like, I had to share that video that I just played. Because and here's the thing about old boy, right? And I brought this up earlier about the loser mindset. The loser always wants whatever is not good about you to be that's all you are. All those guys are famous. All those guys are influencing men. You are not. If anything, you're upset at the influence that they have over men. And it's something that you'll never have. Now, whether or not these guys are all perfect and whatnot, it doesn't matter. The change is happening. Men are thinking about relationships more, and the price is going up. But again, it keeps going back to the loser mindset. The loser mindset is when you think that the basically it's really the narcissist mindset where you're not able to do long term thinking. You're not able to want to go about things in a fair way. You don't feel as though you should experience things other people experience. You don't think you should experience pain and difficulty and inconveniences. That's life. You understand? And before we go, man, like yo, I remember I seen this shit. I was like, yo, she gotta go.
There's a step. Watch the step.
This is Doechii inside this thing.
Oh my God, Doechii.
Do not let her hair get wet.
Move these umbrellas. I don't want these people fucking seeing me. I got it. Move the umbrella.
So I didn't see the outfit, so I guess this is her entrance and whatnot. So she's walking around in a fucking curtain. It's like this is like the weirdest thing ever. This is and this that's what tells me that you are not someone who did not expect to be famous this year. You were told you were gonna be famous because you've been moving like I was told I was gonna be popular. I was told, listen, we're gonna get you these looks. We're gonna have you everywhere you ain't supposed to be at, and don't worry about it because that's how this shit's been going. You understand? Like this is your first year. This is a rookie, and you're already doing like cat lady level antics. Anyway, man, it was a short show. You know what I mean, I'll give you a little Doechii show, man. You know what I mean? I've been meaning to give you that for a minute. But I'm going to be probably, yeah, man, I'll probably be doing this more like short shows like this and everything. And maybe I try to do like 2 or 3 long shows a week. Cause actually, you know what? We're gonna do 5. We're going to do 5. I have time. I can give you an hour. I can give you an hour. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
If you love me, let me get your body.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right, man, we are out of here. I'm about to end this shit as soon as I can find my sound effect. All right, we out. We out.